And if we can take just a screenshot before you start, or just let us take a screenshot, because some of us are celebrities here, and we have agencies that wait for the picture. Okay, good. So everyone just have a big smile on your face. I will take one, you can take also. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Yeah.
You can see there's a one winner already, so good.
Okay. And today we are here because of 5 wonderful startups are going to become real unicorns, and Israel is very famous for the bright solutions, bright minds, great people, and of course startups that are becoming unicorns with every week, every month. And let's explore these guys today together with us. And I would like to tell you more about our unicorn events. As I told you already that the previous year we were the biggest online pitch contest for the geography, and we have raised till today more than $300 million with our investors and business angels and different entrepreneurs. And today we are on our first local stage, Unicorn Pitches, is the event where the local unicorns from the particular unicorn startups, excuse me, from their particular country are meeting with VCs, entrepreneurs, and different venture amateurs to tell what they created. And the winners of Unicorn Pitches, they represent the whole country. And the second stage, Unicorn Battle, is the regional stage where top VCs from the region are gathered to be excited with these solutions. And the winners of the Unicorn Battle are representing the whole region and the Unicorn Cup. And please mark in your calendar that the upcoming finals, global finals, will be on November 10th. If you want to join us, please let me know if you are not still with us. And it's going to be really spectacular event, and you are welcomed to it all. Unicorn.Events is a part of a big ecosystem, sophisticated ecosystem that gathered many solutions for startups, investors, business angels, and has a big range of possibilities and opportunities for every interested person, and consists of Startup Inc. is a special platform for venture market participants where people can invest in startups with a minimum entry check. Then Unicorn.Events, here we are. VC House is a closed online community created exclusively for venture investors. Also, we have Network Investment Bank as like bridge between investors and startups. Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is our syndicate club, and Network VC is our seed fund. And today's event would be impossible without my wonderful partners, co-organizers, girls from Take It Forward. And I would like to share my stage with them. It's Jennifer Elias and Jessica Rosner. Please, stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's really a pleasure for us to be here and to welcome this unicorn pitch to Israel. So as you said, my name is Jennifer Elias, and here is Jessica Rosner, my partner, who is waving. We are the founders of Take It Forward, which is an innovation agency based in Israel. Our goal is to connect Israeli startups to foreign corporates and investors to boost and accelerate innovation and give opportunities to the best technologies here in Israel. So the competition of today is very interesting because we have top technologies, also because it's a tech agnostic competition, which is very difficult in general for everyone and for the judges, but the criteria will be about the innovation level, the creativity, and the team. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to the Unicorn team for partnering with us. Thank you, Maria, for the great work and support that you did. And thank you to all our talented judges who accepted this tough job of evaluating and rating and picking the best startups. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. And I would like to continue with introduction of very important people of today's event. It's our expert board, our wonderful judges, real experts and guru in the field of innovation, startups. Please, let's welcome Roman Sebachevsky as investor in Elysium Venture Capital. Roman, hi, are you with us?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, great to be here. Yeah, we are the venture capital fund based in Silicon Valley. We invest in early stage startups, Series A, seed, and beyond. We sometimes do more growth stage investments, but the primary focus on the early stage. So yeah, wishing good luck to all the participants and looking forward to the event.
Thank you, Roman. Please welcome Marisa Alma McGuinness, LP, Bloomberg Capital Fund Third. Marisa, hi. How are you today?
Hi, good morning, Mary. I'm really excited to be here. I have a lot of companies that started in Israel in my portfolio, and Bloomberg has an office in Tel Aviv. I invest in the seed and A rounds, and I am industry agnostic. I look at the founders. Good luck to everybody, and it's a pleasure to see all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa. Now the stage belongs to Tal Katran, accelerators guru, startup ecosystem builder, keynote speaker, TEDx speaker. Please tell us more about yourself, Tal.
More? I don't know how much time do I have. So I'm kind of people agnostic, and I'm very happy to be here. This is my second year now participating in the pitch, in the Unicorn pitch or battle. And I would like also to welcome everyone joining. It's going to be pretty much amazing. And yes, well, my thing is I've opened until today 17 accelerators in Israel and also in other countries, India and several countries in Europe. Love seeing entrepreneurs in general, and I really don't understand why they take this difficult road, but someone needs to come up with innovation and everything. And our role is gonna be not too hard. If I can just throw a piece of advice, I always advise to give a positive feedback and just push them some more, because it's really, we all know how tough it is. And I hope that today they will get our support. And looking forward to enjoy the amazing the lineup of startups here. So thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us. Let's enjoy our startups today. And the next judge is Effie Ben Artsy. He's Chief Growth Officer at Immersion, and he is engaged in business growth of many companies around the world. Effie.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to take part in my home country event, because I'm living out of Israel for several years already. Well, about me, I'm working with startups in the US, in Europe. I'm a board member of the EU Tech Chamber Startup Commission and also the Finance Commission, mentoring guru for startups and other accelerators. And yeah, doing different industries with different types of startups and companies. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. And now please welcome Selen Daswani, founder of Notes and Generserve. Selen? Oh, she is not with us. Maybe she will join us a bit later. And please welcome Daniel Bernard. Daniel, venture partner and Mainspring Capital and founder of Redwood International Sports. This stage is yours.
Hi, thanks very much. A real pleasure to be here. Yeah, I've done pretty much nothing but sports industry for the last 20 years, which has been a real pleasure. Someone who loves sports, it's It's fantastic from sports media and broadcast, sports data, sports betting, and moved into the investment space about 1.5 years ago. So honestly, I feel very much like a founder dressed up as an investor very often. You know, I'm the sort of guy who likes to run an operation, and an investor hat on is a very, very different thing. And I'm just delighted to be here with everyone. I always feel I learn from these events, and I see how people pitch, and I get new ideas from it, and it's great. I think it's a two-way learning experience, and I'm fascinated to see what's on our plate today.
Thank you, Daniel. And please, Roberto Croci, Managing Director of Microsoft for Startups, MEA, and Microsoft. Roberto? Roberto today is not with us. So let's meet Yago Vanka, Chief Financial Officer, Honorable Doctorate from the British American University.
Hello to you all. For ones who haven't met me yet, my name is Gaja Vanka. I'm from Belgrade, Serbia. Generally, I represent a group of investors from Southeast and Eastern Europe who are keen entrepreneurs and are generally investing in fintech and various industries in terms of considering startups in terms of innovations. So additionally, I work as a Chief Financial Officer for Fashion Union LLC, which is a knit production. We produce light knitwear and exporting it to other countries in Western Europe. And in parallel, I serve as a Chief Operating Officer for UK FinTech enterprise, which is mostly in the investment management industry. And we provide various types of applications in terms for ones who wanted to invest in order to expand their portfolio, learn a bit more about investment industry. So aside of my employment, I'm a Chief Executive Officer for Serbian Management Association, which serves as a think tank for investors in Southeast Europe who are ready and keen to invest, and of course work for economic development for the region. So that will be pretty much of what I do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Today we have really great expert boards, judges. Thanks for joining us today. I would like to tell and remind for someone how to vote today. Everyone has his or her personal voting links on emails. Find their startups, scroll the page down, find icons with startups, and you can estimate them from 1 to 5. 1 is the lowest mark, 5 is the highest mark. If someone doesn't have a voting link, please DM me here in our chat and I will send you your link. And till we are not closing our voting process, you have possibility to change your mind. And after we announce that our voting process is closed, the results will be outlouded. So girls, now it's your turn to announce the most weighted the most weighted occasion of today's event, our startups.
Thank you, Maria. So we will now meet the 5 competing startups and discover their amazing technologies. Please feel free to wave your hands when I say your name. Today we have Neuro-Audit and CEO Dan Anzio. Pika Diapers and CEO Alon Cohen, Utilligent with CEO Abihai Bilitsky, Zoltar with CEO Asaf Shiloni, and last but not least, Galsbio with CEO Hila Shaviv. Just a reminder, each startup will have 4 minutes to pitch, and it will be followed by 4 minutes Q&A from the judges. Good luck to all of you. And we will start with Neuro-Audit. Please go ahead.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Should I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Just a moment, please. Yes. Yes. So I'm Dan from Neuroaudit based in Israel. I'm very glad to be here and speak with you to participate in this event. Thanks for Unicorn Battle. We are Neuroaudit from from Israel, and we founded in 2016. We developed very innovative technology that's called psychoacoustic neurostimulation, intelligence patch that driving instant cognitive boost for Alzheimer's disease, actually. If we speak about Alzheimer, this is our challenge. World population, older population are likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. By 2050, we speak about huge numbers all over the world. So actually, we think that we need to do something about that. If we speak about market cost, this is just example for the US. The numbers will be double in 20 years to 13 million people with Alzheimer's disease. 1 of 3 will be with Alzheimer. And secondly, we speak about billions of cost for the nation. This is kind of amazing number to understand when we speak about Alzheimer's disease. About our unique product, we speak about stimulation to the brain via blood conduction. This is element, this is our innovation that based on low frequency ultrasound stimulation. Today, as far as we know, this is the smallest ultrasound device that we can find in the market with very innovative technology. So the product and the model, the key market, huge, large number of Alzheimer's disease population. The key solutions speak about innovative technology based on blood conduction. Key forecasts speak about thousands of units to the market. The key model B2B with large pharmas. Over the year, we had so many test cases because when you walk around the brain disease, you need to check, ask small questions, got big answers. The last POC was actually in Japan. Great results. More than 70% of cognitive performance was correlated with less brain activity offered. This is kind of deep science. If somebody will ask, I will answer about that. And we found some great support, impact clinical experiment all over the world. Later on, we published an article, big article, based on our technology that brought a big impact for Neuroaudit on the market. Today, we understand that large government and academical institutes work to find a treatment for Alzheimer all over the world. This is one example in Japan. Professor Tatsumi Osoi, the head of Nara Medical Center that work around Alzheimer's disease. Our product roadmap, 2021 completed goal. We completed the POC, the prototype development, provisional for patent. We have so many traction, actually. We speak about deep MVP alpha product. Actually, we speak about beta product, 300 units, huge market, large cycle, Alzheimer patients, simple business model, no services. And you can see also our go-to-market milestones. Over the year, we had so many collaboration around the world. In Japan, we gave few lectures, gave one seminar, big seminar about brain technologies from Israel. We have some activities with the US Army in the US, of course. And we found some publication all over the web that speak about us as a promising technology under development, brain technology, deep technology. If we speak about our team, I'm the CEO, worked so many years about medical device, Teresa Adon, the R&D development, and Rachel Langford work about research and development. Dr. Lionel Kriaf, professional and PAT and diagnostic of Alzheimer, many years before the diseases jump out. Alon Sinai work with Focus Ultrasound in Rambam Hospital in Israel, and Boaz works with so many startups, with so many brain technologies like TMS, TDCS, etc. And I was Dan Anzio, and in Hebrew, Toda Rabba.
Thank you, Dan. That was amazing. I will allow the judges to start asking their questions.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, thank you for your thorough presentation. I think you covered almost everything which interests us as investors and judges. My question would be more focused on your business plan summary. I mean, it's said that the entire project has been funded by bootstrapping and self-funding, which means that you use your personal resources, as I understood. So this means this is your first endeavor in the process of raising money, am I correct? And would you be kind to elaborate?
Actually, yes. Since 2016, we are working self-founding. This is not our first stage with the startup, so we could do it. And secondly, when you work on technology that speak about brain intervention in brain activity, you need to check again and again, and to make so many test cases. As I said, ask small questions, got big answers mostly, because our brain activity, this is kind of black hole to understand.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I would add a bit. I mean, you have answered enough. I understand enough for this question. Can you give me more details about, as you have early stage MVP, and how far is your alpha working product from completion? What is left to be done in terms of software development? Can you elaborate? Yeah.
Actually, we are working on beta version for 300 units to go to the market stage. I have one unit here in my table.
Okay.
As you can see.
Yes.
So this is the first ultrasound patch, the smallest ultrasound technology that works today as far as we know. And this is the big innovation. Technology, it's not gap for us. The technology is working. We have the product. When we speak about a startup that work around brain science, mostly the big gap is science gap. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your answer.
You still don't have a patent, right?
Provisional.
Okay, and you didn't get any FDA approval or whatsoever yet, right?
We are working on that. This is part of our timeline.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how is it unique relatively to your competitors? Because I know a few startups were targeting Alzheimer in different technologies.
So I can speak about it as long as you ask, because there is so many technologies like the TMS. This is a TMS, electromagnetic stimulation to the brain, and electrical stimulation to the brain. I think the big issue for us that we speak about the product that work with ultrasound stimulation, the first product that you are not should put anything on your head. Actually, you use it on your neck. Okay. Secondly, I'm not sure if you want around Alzheimer's disease, the most biggest problem 2019 was that people ashamed to be with Alzheimer. Actually, people not getting treatment for Alzheimer. So we speak about it's not wearable device. Okay, this is for daily use, one daily use for 8 hours, and then you throw it. So two innovation. A unique innovation for our technology is shrinking the big technology that's called ultrasound stimulation, shrinking to a small patch. And secondly, according to our business model, to get the right cost for the product, that you can use it just for 1 day, not as a wearable device. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to understand, Dan, the experience of the user. It's a patch. You showed us very clearly, and that sticks to the skin here at the neck.
Yeah, on the carotid.
And that's it. It doesn't have to connect to the ear or anything like that. It's just that patch. Yes.
Nothing on your head.
How heavy is it?
It's not so heavy, but this is actually a good question, because I'm not sure if you asked about alpha and beta product. We work to shrink the product more.
Because I'm just thinking about Alzheimer's patients, and have it in my family, unfortunately, and the typical Alzheimer's patient, he won't remember what is there. He's like, oh, what's this? And if it's bothering him, I see that as something that he might just refuse to, because he won't remember what it's there for. You see what I mean?
And this is exactly a good comments about Alzheimer's disease. There are so many points and meaning about Alzheimer's disease. Sometimes people ask us about depression or ADHD, and we speak about Alzheimer's because there is so meaning about Alzheimer's disease. Yes, this our business model work about simple product with deep technology with simple product that the end customer will use it as a simple way.
Okay, and it's, I just want to clarify, it's from an Alzheimer's sufferer, it reverses, or it aims to reverse the effects of Alzheimer's, so it can make him more cognitive. Okay.
Yes, we speak about the most biggest problem around brain disease is cognition side. And when we speak about cognition side, this is the side effect is around the clinical. So we affect on the cognition.
Thanks for the answer, Stan.
And your first growth market will be the US or Asia, as you mentioned, Japan?
Actually, the first market will be in Europe.
In Europe.
Yeah, the first market will be in Europe, but as far as we speak, our discussion is, of course, with Japan, because in Japan there is so many problems around Alzheimer's disease and the old population. And secondly, we have one program that we discussing with the US Army, because our patch, when we speak about cognition, we can also affect on cognition on healthy people, okay? This is something else. So the US Army asked about.
Dan, can I ask you one question more? Have you pitched so far at other similar events like this one, and were you any successful? Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So yes, the biggest one was actually in Japan with the ATR Foundation, and and after that we asked to doing a seminar, and we gave some lecture about brain technology innovation of brain technologies from Israel, as I said.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry for so many questions, but I think you deserve it. You deserve it. You really had a great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. So I'll call now the next startup. Next, we will hear Alon Cohen, CEO of Pika Diapers.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I just share my screen now, just a second. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Amazing. Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Alon Cohen, the founder of Pika. So it all started with my baby Raz. We just started to use diapers. So as any new parents, so I was overwhelmed by the fact of the amount of diapers. So each baby is using around 6,500 diapers that all go to our landfills. And on the other hand, you can use cloth diapers, reusable diapers, that you just need to buy 20 to 30 diapers. And disposable, so almost about 2.5 of the loan, of the landfills, it is diapers. Diapers they're also expensive. It costs between $60 to $100 per month just to buy diapers. And on the other hand, with cloth diapers, you just need to buy 20 to 30 diapers, but it is also very costly to just start using them. So the current cleaning process with cloth diaper is that you need to do at least 6 different steps in order to have a perfectly clean diapers. So this is what we're trying to solve with Pika. So Pika is basically this small machine that cleans reusable diapers. So So in one step, so the parents just need to put inside the soiled diapers without any pre-cleaning. The diapers come out perfectly sanitized, and Pika can clean up to 10 diapers. So Pika is basically this clean, cost-effective, and very convenient way of using diaper. So the best way is just to hear the parent that already use Pika. So I want to share with you this brief video. Second. And here we go.
לפני ואחרי עולם אחר. שזה פשוט הבדל ענק, ענק, ענק ממה שהייתי עושה עד עכשיו.
אני חייב להגיד לך שבתור גבר, שפעם ראשונה התעסק בחיתולים רב פעמיים, זה עושה את המלאכה הרבה יותר פשוטה.
גם הבן זוג שלי אמר לי שאי אפשר ככה וצריך לעשות משהו.
שזה פשוט הבדל ענק ממה שהיה לי לפני. זאת אומרת, זה הפך את הפרקטיקה של להשתמש בחיתולים רב פעמיים, שזה דבר שאני חושבת שהוא נכון לעשות עבור כל הסביבה והילדים שלי.
אני אמרתי לאשתי, טיק טק, תקשיבי, אני לא מוכן לעשות את זה יותר. די, עד לפה, זה לא בשבילי.
ועכשיו, כשאני משתמשת בפיקה, אני פשוט מאחסנת את כל החיתולים במכונה, אין שום ריח. מדהים. אני גם לא צריכה לנקות כל חיתול אחרי כל פעם.
כל מה שקשה ברב פעמי בעצם נעלם. ואתה לא נשאר עם הריחות, זה יוצא בריח מדהים. אין מילים.
זה פשוט יוצא כל כך נקי.
פשוט עולם אחר.
Okay, so I want to share with you the other pitch deck. Yeah, so this is a Pika. So the current market of baby diapers, it's about of $60 billion market. So currently only 5% of the parents in the US market are using cloth diapers. But our goal is to attract more parents that will use cloth diapers, while it's when it will be much more easier with Pika. So our goal is also to clean, Pika can also clean reusable baby wipes, can clean also reusable menstrual pads. So eventually Pika, it's basically this small machine that can sanitize any kind of textile product. So right now, so I don't need to elaborate too much. Much more parents are using that want more sustainable products. So our go-to-market is it's basically selling a package of machine, diapers, and tablets for a fixed monthly price. So if currently parents pay between $85 to $120 for different diaper solutions, so with Pika it will be only with 80. So our goal is just to collaborate with different bloggers, influencers that will help us to market Pika. So our current roadmap is that we have this working models and start selling more in Israel. So after that to start selling in the US. So and also to add the nutrition function. So eventually parents can get insights about the nutrition, about different diseases. That we can send them. We are currently also raising money, $1 million. We already secured part of it. The team is basically me with my co-founder Moti, and Mital. It's all of us have a lot of experience with different from hedge funds to building different hardware products to designing. We also won many awards, and also have this amazing the board from Areras to Elena that have a lot of experience in the baby industry and help us to grow. And that's it. Thank you for having me. And so if you have any questions, so happy to answer them.
Thank you so much, Alon. Judges, the floor is yours.
Alon, why are you not easy to copy?
By the fact that our tablet is patent pending.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Sorry?
Can you repeat the answer, please?
Yes, sorry.
They are patent pending.
So our tablets, so our solution, it is basically this small machine. that we customize that works together with the tablet. So it has to be like very like synchronized, and also the tablets, but also the business model, like offering this like full closed diaper solution that eventually like will bring like much more hurdles for other competitors that we want to enter into this market.
Okay.
Hi there, Alon. My question will be more focused on competition. Can you elaborate more on who are your competitors? I mean, the current ones, and what is your differentiation strategy? And additionally, I would like to know, since you have accomplished business acceleration program with Circular Valley and Go Austria, can you elaborate more on this? I would like to know, was it only business development advisory with guidance in terms of mentorship? Or had you been financially supported as well? Thank you.
All right. So the current competition that has a solution like for closed diapers, it's basically just like a company, just like Tiny Tots. It's basically this closed diaper service that brings you this like new clean diapers, and also like come and pick the dirty diapers once a week, but it is like very costly, but like also like work like only like locally. So basically currently there are like no like full closed diaper solution. So the only like some so only the eco-friendly solution is basically the biodegradable diapers, but they're like not 100% biodegradable. Like, and also it's like also like to produce 6,500 diapers, like, and also like to bring them to the facility to turn them to fertilize them. So it's also like not like 100%.
I would add a bit. I understood the path and what we are going through. I mean, I know that there's an eco-friendly disposable diapers that you're focused on developing the product. How are you going to cope with opening the markets where generally disposable diapers are covering the whole market? What is your sales and marketing strategy in terms of penetrating these markets?
Yeah, look, so once that our developers value proposition is like so high, so currently the parent that already like use Pika, so there are like all of them it's all about like from like whole word to mouth. So basically parents just like to spread like products that they like. So it's basically like to go with affiliate program, and also like with influencers. So, and also with a couple of digital marketing, with social network, with parents group mostly. Yeah, like to go Pika like from the bottom up, that every parents like will spread Pika. So eventually, so every parent can sell Pika from their house eventually.
Thanks for answering my question. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah. So the only question that you have like from the Circular Valley is that we basically like just like got the support, and also like we added this like Thomas, that is the former head of the R&D like with Enkel, like one of the biggest detergent companies in the world. So yeah, it's like there also.
Thank you. I think the other judges have questions as well, so we don't have much time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have raised hand from Marisa. Marisa, please.
Hi, so this is a subscription model, and do the parents have to buy anything? So in other words, the subscription model includes the machine and the tablets?
Yeah, so our goal is like to offer this like full solution. So basically the package will be like with a renting model that will send the machine plus diapers plus tablets for this subscription model. Eventually, like once the parents finish like using Pika, so eventually it will come back to us, and then go to the next parent. Yeah, with a subscription model, it makes like much more sense environmentally, and also like with product that's being used like for a specific time of just like for the first 2.5 years, like not like more than that. So yeah.
Thank you. We had a raised hand from Daniel. Daniel, do you still want to ask?
So actually, Maurice's question covered one of the things, but I did have one other answer. From the experience you have with users currently, how much servicing has been required? You know, how often? Nothing at all. Like they buy they get the subscription. They never have to call you and say it's broken, something's gone wrong. Nothing.
No, look, the only thing that they're like the only thing that we have is that the parents like send us like text like saying that I like love Pika or something. So like parents just like love Pika, so they just like keep like texting us. So this is really like the only maintenance that we have with Pika so far.
Just to get the love, you just got to get the love from all
no,
the.
Look, it's just like like to hear the like the parents. It's something that like we have. It's like fun like to find out that you like something, and then like someone else like having like this value. So it's nice eventually.
Lovely, thanks.
Thank you.
Fantastic, great, thank you, Alon. Next, please welcome Abihai Bilitsky, CEO of Untitled.
Guys, share my screen. Just a sec. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, fine.
Good. So good morning, good afternoon. We convert industries to become smart with our plug-and-play solution. Looking at the middle circle, the smart devices segments, we are focusing on the commercial machines, the B2B machines, compressors, cooling systems, professional dishwashers, coffee machines, refrigerators for food, for vaccines, for medicines, where the problem is that 99% of these appliances today are not smart and not connected, and therefore create blind spots for their organization. Because of these blind spots, companies have poor visibility into their companies, into the company's machine, causing billions of dollars in losses related to machine downtime, health hazards, loss of goods, inefficient supply chains, etc. So what we do? Actually, we at Untitled, our AIoT technology gives customers full visibility into their on-site commercial machines, enabling them, one, to execute data-driven decisions based on actual usage by, we call it Utility View, and predict, detect, and prevent failure and downtime by Utility Shield. So we are taking the ECG approach, exactly like ECG translates electric signals of a human heart into pulse. We know how to translate electric signals of every electric appliance into usage data. So how are we doing it? We're taking a small plug, you can see here in the picture, connecting it, for example, to a coffee machine, track the electric consumption every second, and saving the data to the cloud, voltage, amperage, power factor. Every machine action will have a different fingerprint or a different ECG. So for example, cappuccino will look like this, will be 17 seconds, espresso will look like this, will be 11 seconds, and so on. We like to say that we use machine learning to learn machines. Our benefits are it's a plug-and-play solution, it's non-intrusive, we don't touch the device hardware, we don't need to take a technician to the lab or from the lab, we are manufacturer agnostic, seamless automation, therefore it's a very cost-effective solution. We have a built-in communication, a SIM card, cellular SIM card inside for quick connectivity all over the world. We have one phase, also three-phase for more heavy-duty machines, and it's very cyber secure. And I said, here's an example of our machine learning algorithm, supervised, semi-supervised, anomaly detection, etc. So we are connected now to these beautiful logos that you see here, and I'll give you one example, and I'll take DG in the middle, for example. So SmartSense by DG is a US company having 2 million temperature sensors based in the US, located in the US, in medical and and retail shop. This is an example of their solution. And of course, as you can understand, temperature sensors are not good enough. It's a post-mortem, because when a temperature sensor is alerting, only when a problem is already occurring. For example, you have the compressor issues in the medicine refrigerator, and then the temperature is rising up, and after a few hours, you're getting an alert. Many times it's too late, and HMOs are bleeding millions of dollars because they are not meeting the compliance of the medicine manufacturers. With our Utility Shield solution, we can detect, prevent in advance this way. And of course, this can be very promising for SmartSense. We are dealing with them now to be the complementary solution. And we are about to sign a contract to connect 150K plugs by the next 3 years. This is an example of our analytic dashboard for a refrigerator. We are using a SaaS business model, a monthly subscription per connected device. Here you can see our forecast for the next 5 years, and our vision is actually to be the Google Translate of the commercial machines, utilizing its unique data set to create global industry standard and professional benchmark for decision makers. One more second, we are funded by Cornerstone and Tau Ventures, backed by the Israeli Innovation Authority. We have a PCT in US, EU, and China. We have a strategic partnership with SAP. And by the end of 2022, we're aiming to connect 50K machines based on our current pipeline. We have an open investment opportunity, a safe and a 2 million safe with 9 million cap and 20% discount. A discount already 700K is secured, and we are looking for more partners. We are 3 co-founders, 10 people, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Abihai. That was great. I will open the floor for questions.
I'd like to ask some. Oh, sorry. So someone else raised their hand. And I just bleeped it out. Sorry. I tell you what, I'm going to ask my question anyway. Sorry. So I just wanted to understand where machines are being used by the end customer. So I can get the idea that you've got a server and your customer will put this plug on. That's fine. But I'm thinking about the Nespresso example. Yeah. So your customer is Nespresso, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
But you're reliant on the end user having that plug connected.
Yeah, and this workspace, there are Nespresso machines that we're already tracking. Of course, we're giving the service to Nespresso to have visibility of what's going on here for consumption, for maintenance, for having the daily processes of cleaning the machines, descaling, replenishment, optimizing deliveries, everything now. Actually, we had yesterday a great meeting with their management, showing them all our capabilities, and it's amazing how we can give them a new visibility that they don't have today at all.
So they are the ones getting the value, is the company. Yeah. And my point was, do you see that as any way a blocker or problematic that the person who actually has to have the plug is the end user who doesn't get the value from your company? He just has to accept that there's, rather than it being built into the plug so he doesn't even know, this is an extra device. And I'm just thinking about people going, what do I need this for?
A great question. First of all, we are, as I said, we are a B2B solution only. You're not touching with the B2C, with the end user. So for businesses, they understand that that's their incentive to get a better service. They also will get, like the manager here in BOL, here in Tel Aviv, will also get a dashboard and knowing exactly what is going on with their machine. So it's in their interest also. And we are aiming to different kind of customers. It can be like the HMOs, if thinking about the Clalit in Israel having 6,000 medicine machines, and going also to the manufacturers. As a manufacturer now, they're looking to have a recurring revenue stream, and with our solution as a white label, now they will start to sell service and add our machine and our plug to their machine. It's actually, as an external machine, you have a great benefit because, about regular regulation, it's very tough to add cellular SIM card into your big machine. And once you have it externally, so it's great. But we are not a hardware company, and if a manufacturer will want to implement it inside, it's okay. The IP is not in the hardware. It's just an enabler. We are manufacturing it today for our connectivity, security, scalability. Of course, the IP is in the algorithms that actually understand and convert the electric signals into business insights.
Thanks for the answer.
Thank you.
Hi, Abihai. Greetings from Belgrade. First of all, I would like to thank you for and congratulate you for your prompt presentation. I think you covered almost everything. My question would be more concerned about, since you're an operating business, how much revenue have you generated so far? And can you elaborate more on your market traction and involving as well your financial projections? I saw that you have shown me the forecast, but would like to know about the methodology and how you developed it. Thank you.
Yeah, so first of all, we are at the very beginning with our revenues. We have like around 10K monthly, even a bit less, because we're just starting ramping up the sales. We are focusing 3 years in actually developing the algorithms. Today we can train the machines, you know, in hours, versus 2 years ago it would have taken us 3 months or 2 months to onboard a new machine. So we have a great pipeline. Take example with DG. We are about to sign a contract of 3 years. First year 10K machines, second year 50K, then 100K, and the cost will be for them $10 per month per machine. So once we have 10K machines in the first year, it will be 100K MRR, and we are expecting this to be around like the Q2 or Q3 next year.
Thank you. Can I ask one more? Who are your competitors, and what makes you attractive compared to them? Can you a bit elaborate more on your differentiation strategy? I would like to hear more about it.
There are many sensors. Maybe I have here a slide. You can see here.
Yes, thank you.
In the market. Okay, and sensors, of course, have many disadvantages because sensors are, you need to be intrusive with the hardware. Sometimes you lose the liability of the manufacturer if you add a sensor. Sensor is limited to a specific machine or a specific segment, and many times sensors are internal and can say, like, we have the AI capabilities to understand outside the machine what it's doing. So today we have many sensors companies in the world. We don't know anyone that is doing this approach, going to electric to commercial machines. Of course, there are many players in the industrial, the floor product optimization, Augury, 3D signals, visual factories, SIBO. We're not going there, and we're also not going to the B2C, to all the households, the smart homes. We're in the middle with the commercial B2B machines. I think this is the first time there is a cost-effective solution with a plug-and-play solution that can actually fit all.
Thanks for your answers.
Question from Effie.
Sorry. What is your exit strategy?
Data companies. Today, as I said, we are a part of the SAP IO Foundry, and they're looking at us because we have new pillars of data that nobody has. Think about that. As I said, our vision is to be the efficiency standard in the world. Nobody today has the ability to say, for example, think about the Kleli. They have 6,000 refrigerators. They want to buy another 1,000. Which kind of machines to buy? Hire Thermo Fisher, Desmond, whatever. We can tell them exactly, comparing all the machines in the field, in the industry, and tell them this compressor will fail after 30 months, this 22 months. This, think about the energy efficiency of everyone. And of course, everybody today is now in Glasgow, but we can, of course, also help companies to understand how they are okay with all the energy restrictions. Of course, now with all the world is speaking about how to save the world with all the carbon footprint. But at the end of the day, we are the exit strategy, to answer your question, is Google, Salesforce, SAP as data companies that can understand that we have a very unique data that nobody in the world has.
And not like acquired by, I don't know, Moore Electronics or Delta that wants to enter this segment?
I prefer to go to data companies, but you can never know, of course, which offer you will maybe get. I will never refuse to an offer I didn't get. So, but the data companies, I think, are more likable to adopt our solution.
Okay, thank you.
Abihai, I wanted to ask, I heard you say the word, the name Hire. I didn't see them, what kind of relationship you have with them right now. But I would say to you and others who might be relevant, currently I'm running a campaign for Hire when we are looking for solutions like you. And price would be fully kind of financed POC with Hire in one of their divisions worldwide. So I definitely want to talk to you. After same is for Alon from Pika. So share your details here and thank you. Great presentation.
Happy to do it.
Sure.
Thank you, Abihai.
Thank you very much, guys.
Next, we have Asaf Shiloni, CEO of Zoltar.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Asaf, Zoltar's CEO, and I have Tal here, my co-founder in crime. So Zoltar provides speech, NLP, and vision-based conversational AI representatives. What if I told you that you could hire each and every time the perfect concierge, customer representative, or even a nurse? Now, just imagine Alexa meets Zoom, a visual AI representative, video chatting with your customers. This is a giant leap for mankind and its interactions with machines. We chose to focus on telemedicine as our market entry, being $44 billion market, ripe for disruption by AI. In 2021, medical non-adherence costs were over $300 billion to the healthcare system. For example, 80% of patients do not use their inhaler correctly. But medical adherence is not only about inhalers. It is relevant for a wide range of medications. Up until now, the most impactful way to improve medical adherence was to throw more humans at the problem. But there are just not enough nurses and not enough doctors in the world to follow up on patients. Let's see a 30-second video that shows our vision on one use case.
Hello, Miss Louise, how are you today?
I still find it difficult to breathe.
I believe we can fix this easily. All you need to do is shake the inhaler a minimum of 10 times. Then exhale, then squeeze and breathe as slowly as you can for about 10 seconds. Shall we try this together?
Wow, that was easier than I expected. Thank you.
Brilliant. Happy I could help.
Inspiring, right? So let's analyze what we just saw. Zoltar's technology can process any conversational input in real time, generate insights, and weave them naturally back into the conversation. Zoltar AI representatives are unique in the way they combine the most human-like capabilities such as AI EQ, goal-driven narrative control, and lifelike communications. That turns them into the perfect hiring decision for repetitive customer interactions. After almost a decade at Replay, acquired by Intel for Intel Sports, we decided to leave everything, take our passion, and think even bigger. We put our money where our vision is, with $300K to get to a working prototype that went live this summer. This is the first POC with Nest Innovation Center, to be followed by phase 2, which will focus on adherence. We are also in advanced discussions with 2 more design partners, one of which is Natua, a global personal care cosmetic group. We're kicking off a price round of $5 million, which will be used to achieve within the next 18 months 3 product milestones: MVP, commercial launch, and 90% conversational success, along with early sales and strategic partnership. Our business model is simple: SaaS with a sauce, license per number of AI representatives. Zoltar was founded by the 2 of us, and we already inspired 2 more Intel alumni to join us. This is an amazing team that knows how to get shit done. We're used to working fast, breaking things and correcting while we learn. And we're building something incredible, changing the way humans interact with machines. And I'm excited to share our journey and vision with you today.
Thank you so much, Asaf. Judges, take the floor.
Asaf, I've got a question for you. All ex-Intel Sports, quite familiar with the company. But your industry is, and your chosen vertical is telemedicine. You know, I'm always a bit wary of people who come from a completely different industry, different vertical. How do you explain that? Because I always like thinking that people understand it from the inside and not coming from the outside, unless they've got that inside understanding from people who are with them. So I just wanted to, that was the first thing that came into my mind when I looked at this slide.
So this is a great question. If you look at our technology, it can do much more than just telehealth. So telehealth is a market entry strategy. And we've talked with doctors and hospitals and pharmaceutical companies and in healthcare industry leaders that represent a network of a lot of healthcare buyers, and they have validated medical adherence as our market entry. So this is specific market is thirsty, has a real pain and a real opportunity, and behavior change is one thing that we can offer here. So a thing that that can be done by humans and digitally is struggling, that's a good point for us to get in.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Tal. Thanks for the presentation. Have you registered your patent yet? And additional question will be more focused on, can you elaborate, if you raise money, how are you planning to spend it?
Okay, so first of all, yes, we have a provisional patent for our system. And regarding the use of funds, this is a very heavy R&D company. There's a lot of deep tech, so you can assume that around, I think, 65% of the use is by R&D. However, you have sales here, direct sales that you need to do specifically in the realm of healthcare. So these are the two big, areas of Spenger.
Thanks for the question, for answering my questions. Thank you.
Sure.
You're welcome.
Asaf, I'm going to ask one more question, actually. Your business model is creating a whole provision that's B2C for telemedicine?
Sorry, it's a B2B. So
all right.
Yeah. So the first, if you look at the long term, our pharmaceutical companies lose huge amounts of revenue from non-adherence. Adherence is between 50 and 66% per medication. So for every 2 prescriptions, 1 is going to the garbage. The pharmaceutical companies are the target. The end user, yes, it is the end customer.
Sure, but I was thinking, what was going through my mind when I asked the question is there are a number of telemedicine companies, there are quite a lot on the market. And I was thinking perhaps if your USP is in the technology of having that virtual representation, that it could be an additional offering to those existing telemedicine companies.
For sure. So yes, an ideal customer would be someone who already provides and already has the connection, the communication with the end user, and we're going to enhance that. So yes, that's the right.
If I can add, to what Asaf just said, part of what we're putting the effort on in our technology is basically integrating everything needed in a very fast and easy manner. So if someone is really, really good and in, I don't know, checking the heartbeat of a patient, we can really easily integrate it into the system and make a product out of it. So collaborations like that will be really good for us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Asaf. And finally, I would like to invite the last startup to pitch tonight. It's Hila Shaviv, CEO of Gals Bio.
Thanks. Oops. Can you see my presentation? Okay, can you see my presentation? Okay.
Yes, fine.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so hi, my name is Hila Shaviv. I'm a biomedical engineer, and I'm the founder, the inventor, and the CEO of Gals Bio, where we develop Tulipon. And basically, we are developing a new women's health device for wellness, health, and quality of life. Did you know that 20% of menstruating women are considered high menstrual bleeding, meaning that they have high menstrual flow, and even for Sharon, as you can see her going jogging is a really difficult task during her menstrual bleeding. Sharon already tried all the available devices in the market. As you can see, there are hardly a lot of innovations over the years, in spite of this being Ian's old problem. And she can't get a holistic, full protection during her menstrual days, and this prevents from her doing several socializing and activities that she likes. Moreover, on top of that, menses contains biomarkers to women's health. It's like a monthly biopsy. And so instead of collecting this data and giving her information and leveraging it, currently what happened is all of this data is being disposed of. So this is exactly the two problems that Gals Bio is solving. So the first device that we have developed is called Tulipon, and it's a new kind of vaginal platform that looks like a tampon but functions like a menstrual cup. And the second device that we are going to develop is where we can leverage the collected liquid to monitor and screen women's health. How is it going to operate? So, as I mentioned, it is used like a tampon. It's disposable, but it's it's ecological because it's made from biodegradable material. It's good for 12 hours. And it collects, we have developed an innovative one-way valve. The pill is string, the string is pulled, okay? And then she takes a picture with her smartphone and get an analysis of her health, monitoring and screening. Okay, so we already developed the first phase of this project, and here you can see Tulipon, and here I can also show it to you. And now it's being here tested in Israel. These numbers are all the time changing. We already have more than 100 women using our device with very satisfying initial results. The market of tampon which is where we plan to enter the market, is a tampon device. Even when you take very conservative numbers and you look at high menstrual bleeders, we get a very huge market. At the second phase, it will be divided into two parts. One part where we can send the used device to a lab to be analyzed. And then the other part is where the user will be able to interact with her smartphone using a picture to get analysis. The home analysis of blood or home health monitoring is very common. As you can see here, some of the companies doing it either from home or sending to the lab. And in the field of menstrual bleeding, we have other competitors, but our advantage over them is that we are using an innovative collecting system where they are using used tampon or dried blood kit, which enables us not only to get better results, more accurate results, and various kind of tests that they cannot obtain. This is our team. Thanks to them, I wouldn't be talking to you here. We have key opinion leaders for marketing. We have Dr. Amos Ber, who is a well-known OBGYN right here in Israel. And I will be happy to answer any question.
Thank you so much, Hila. I'll give the platform to the judges. I already see that there's a question from Effie.
Yeah, how do you estimate your user acquisition cost?
Okay, so we already have orders for Tulipon device at its stage. It's still it's not mass manufactured. It's still handmade. And because what's happening nowadays is academia and all kinds of institutes are starting to research menses as a liquid, as a body liquid, which is something which is completely new. And how much that it sounds surprising, this liquid was hardly ever investigated. So this institute, they already want our device to collect the menses and to research it. And as for the mass production, once we'll get there, our goal is to collaborate with a brand. We do not want to do our own brand for the tampon, so it's going to be B2B2C. So we can, based on the money that we'll earn from this part, we can move on to the biomarkers where we can literally erect a new branch in women's health.
But do you estimate that the B2B2C will be less expensive because it's required sales?
You mean less expensive to
less
who?
Expensive than B2C.
Of course, because this is a commodity device, and I'm sure you have seen lots of tampon commercials. To get into this arena, it's a very, very competitive market. The profit margins currently are relatively small, so you have to get to a very high manufacturing process in order to be compatible. So the goal for us is to collaborate with a company, an online company, that they are selling a holistic solution to the women. So nowadays it's not like Tampax. You don't buy a pack of tampons. You buy tampons with pads, with panty liners. So you can go on the website and you can choose. And women that have high menstrual bleeding, so they take 2 or 4 of our device. Our device, I didn't mention, it can collect 30 to 45 ml of liquid, which is 3 to 5 times as much than a tampon, okay? And it can provide 12 hours of worry-free, leakage-free. So the user can just choose, make her own pack. So yeah, definitely it's cheaper than building our own production line and everything.
Thank you.
Hila, could I just ask, on the slide you talked about the test cases you had with it's a fairly small sample size, but it says something. I'm interested in the small number of, I think it was 11%, of why that 11% didn't prefer your solution.
Because of this 11%, I'm still not in the market, because you have to understand, this is it's a commodity device that needs to work perfectly, all the experience. And I have to tell you, tampons were invented 100 years ago, and there is a reason. This is very painful and very I don't know. It takes a long time to develop Tulipon. We are really bringing an innovation, a truly innovation to this market, something that haven't been done for many, many years. And you know, we are still in the prototype phase. So sometimes it was painful. So according to this, we wanted to have, I thought in the beginning we'll have only one size fits all. So now I can tell you we already have 3 sizes. And we had problems with leakage, and so we fixed it. So it's like women are, so they experience different experiences. And I can tell you, nowadays we already reset our counting, and since we have done so many changes, and our goal is to have at least not 100%, but that everybody will be happy from the device, from its operation. If a small amount of women, it won't be comfortable for them, like not everybody, like 70% of women are using panty liners with their tampons because they are afraid of leakage, but they are still using tampons, okay? Because they don't have anything else. So these are some of the feedback that we are getting, and we are working to change that.
89% is definitely a very, very high number of satisfaction. I mean,
it depends.
Stage, you know, at this early stage, it's very.
We definitely need to have a bigger sample size. By the way, I mentioned the company, the institute that we are starting to work with. They don't care about leakage, for example, but I do. I don't want, I'm going to get feedback from the users. So I do care about leakage. Sure. So we are solving piece by piece, like a puzzle. We are solving everything, and hopefully everything will work.
And the price point in the market, like compared to regular solutions?
Excellent question. So obviously everything is polymeric, unlike tampon, which is made from absorbent material. And it's going to be everything mass production in injection molding. And the manufacturing, we have experts in this field here in Israel doing the analysis to estimate how much it's going to be cost at a mass manufacturing line. So we are talking about something in the neighborhood of 30 to 35 cents per unit, where tampon price point is 9 cents per unit. But in 1 month, in order to handle menses, a package of tampon contains 16 tampons, and you still have the panty liners. And for the nighttime, because you are not supposed to use tampons at nighttime, you have the pads. So we are talking about in the neighborhood of $15 to $17 expense per month. So for the high menstrual bleeders, from the point of view of a pack, I definitely compatible with per month expenses. And even if I will sell only for the 2 first day, for 48 hours, each device is for 12 hours, we are okay with that. So we can be totally compatible with tampons.
Great answer. Thanks, Hila. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi there. If it's time, I would like to ask you a bit more. First of all, thank you for your effective presentation. Really like the product. So my question would be more concerned about the risks and your risks mitigation strategy. As I understood it, your biggest challenge in business, I mean, of this project, is to find, as I presume, correct biomarkers within the menses and to find some correlation to venous blood. Can you elaborate more about it, and what is your generally risk mitigation strategy if something goes wrong?
Okay, so with regards to biomarkers, the competitors that I mentioned, at least here, one of them is already in the market. By the way, each one of these companies raised $12 million. Cohen is giving A1C, which is diabetic, which is already proven. One of our collaboration is diagnosing endometriosis, which is already proven. And true, there is more work to be done. My holy grail is cancers, obviously, because this is it's a monthly biopsy, as I mentioned. So, so we will be able to identify cervical cancer, uterine cancer at the level of a cell, and not to wait to a level of a lymph, because you can see, you can identify a cancer by today only when you have visual, because this is the available technology. But using our devices, imagine having like tissue coming out from your body every month, and you can just put it in a machine and just scan it for, is this cancerous or not? We have the technology for that. It just wasn't done before. So with regarding to mitigation, well, it's money. The goal is to raise enough money to tell you that it's not, it's done. This has been done before, just not with menses.
Thank you. And can you tell me a bit, I saw that on the website that you won the competition and other awards as a entrepreneur women in 2021. And can you tell me a bit about your MIT She Entrepreneur Acceleration Program? What did it bring to your table in terms of the mentorship and completing the program? Did you get any value from it?
I have to admit that I couldn't express enough my appreciation to this program. It turned me, it was in May 2020, and yeah, and it turned me to a CEO from engineer.
Thank you very much. I'm really satisfied with your answer. Thank you. All and all the luck I wish you for your future endeavor. Thank you.
We are crowdfunding, by the way, so.
Thank you so much, Hila. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the startups. That was a fantastic pitching round. Now that we finished hearing everyone, we would like to invite the judges to finish their rating on their platform. And while the rating will be calculated, we would love to hear some insights from our judges and to maybe ask some questions and hear some tips. So let me just make sure that everything is fine. So we would love to start with a question. How do you find that the startups pitching today correlate with today's tech trends and investment trends? Feel free to raise your hand, any judge that wants to answer. No one? Oh, yes, Effie. And then Martha.
First of all, I must say, relatively to other pitching competition, you know, it shows that your Israeli startups really strong relatively to other competitions. So congratulations, founders. And I think it's you all touch right fields. For example, sorry, I forgot the name. The lady with the product for women. So there are startups doing for urine problems, and the IoT is a hot topic in Europe. So the trend is all there. So same for the others. So really, congrats. I'm impressed by the pitches.
Thank you so much, Effie. Marissa?
What I liked was that I always look at the competition, and these startups have taken a new approach to old problems. And so they don't really seem to have a lot of competitors, which I think in the way they're approaching the solution. So I think that's excellent. And then for Utilligent, I thought that was a virtually untapped market. And then also they would be able to sell the data, which they didn't really talk about that. So I thought that was good. So the presentations were excellent. And I go to a lot of pitch events.
Thank you. That was great answers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tal.
Feel free to shoot.
Yeah.
I will add on later. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure. So I would just like to say, first of all, the Startup Nation continues strong and proud. I think the presentations were really, really good. They were very clear to understand. The presenters are very well trained, and I think they all show the value. This is what you can do or need to do in a very short period of time. You've probably gone over it over and over again, but still know that you have, I think from my side, definitely left an impression on some of you. Some of you I know from my past, like Hila, visited Eve Femtech Hub in the past. And I'm always happy to see that things are going and accelerating. It is hard, it is tough. Again, I don't envy any of you from the startup side, believe me. But it's still kind of addictive. I think you handled yourself very good. You should be all very, very proud. And I think, again, this is just a drop in the sea. This will resonate definitely with some of you. I would like to talk again with you, Hila, and see what I can do. The ones that I will share now, the link for hire tackling challenge. I urge you to try it out. I'm opening now a cannabis program for those of you who want to be a little bit lightheaded and smile more. Come to my cannabis. We give freebies to try it out. Many things are going. This is the Startup Nation, but again, we all want to monetize and commercialize somewhere. Money is always the issue. I think from my side, again, those who presented here today, all of you, everyone has a very good chance of finding your fortune just with your capabilities, definitely on the technology side. It was not a show of presentation. It was a show of capability of what you have developed, you invested, and you will invest some more. So again, for all of you, good luck. I'm sure you will all continue on. And again, my details will be here. As much as you would like to reach out and see what I can do for you, please, I welcome you. And again, for the mentors, those or the judges here that we are not still connected, let's connect. And thank you again.
First of all, thank you for lovely presentations. I'm really amazed how interesting projects I saw today, not just in terms of competitive industries and the ones that are not seeking their place in already saturated industries, but mostly the turmoil in the new markets are going to make. I mean, like Marisa told you, there's so many events, but there are really rare opportunities where you can see the really ones that are have that edge in terms of interesting innovational component and can appeal to the global market on the proper terms. So some of your presentations were really effective. Some were more insecure, but you can work it through the process. And looking on the broader side, I think it was a really good event. You know, really illuminating in terms about how the Israeli startup ecosystem has to offer compared to others. You know, and I'm also a member of other juries and events within the startup network and other groups, and I can say this is one of the really good ones. And aside of that you really had a really small numbers of participants, but the quality was on a higher level. And by the way, I'm interested in what happened with the ones that we missed today. The name I think was Saffron Tech. What happened with them? Can someone elaborate from the team in organization?
Yes, they had a personal emergency, so the CEO could not attend.
Okay, I was waiting that one as well. So thank you.
We can connect you. We can connect you if you need to.
Yeah, it would be nice to connect with them and others who participated in the event. I wouldn't add any more about it. You know, just I think that it's a really short time where you just need to focus on the most important things that are interested to investors, like the financing, like the financial projections, and of course the product development stage, which I think was really good for all the participants in the event. So I wish you all the luck within the process, and I think I left my LinkedIn profile, so for the ones who wanted to connect, I can help with the access to finance and of course mentorship as much as I can on a pro bono work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maria, are you ready with the results?
Yes, first of all, I would like to thank you, all our participants, our great startups. As it was expected, the level of today's startups is incredibly high. And for the first time in our company, we have the situation when 3 startups have the same number of scores. So all 3 places are occupied by startups with the same mark. So I'd like to share my screen and you will see the results. 1 minute, please. Neuro Audit, Gals Bio, and Utilligent. Congratulations, you are the winners, and you will probably take part in our next round of our events. Congratulations, your solutions were great, as well as other participants who are brilliant too. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah, you deserve
from
it.
me.
But our voting process is so transparent, so you can see this result is what we have for today. Thank you, judges, for your votes and for your marks.
Thank you
Congratulations, and thank you so much for all the startups for participating and for all the judges for judging.
Thank you for giving us the trust, and hopefully we are going to meet next time as well. I don't know, is it going to happen by the end of this year, but probably in the first quarter of the next one. So you can count me in for that one as well.
Thank you. Startups, winners, would you like to tell something about today's event? How do you feel? How was it?
I want to say thank you for giving me the platform. I think all the competitors are really, really impressive, and it was a pleasure to see such a beautiful ecosystem in Israel, and it will be nice to see what's in the future.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll connect with you.
Yes, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it was really great event for all the startups, very unique startups here that I found. I really want to say thank you for the Unicorn Battle group, because I'm part of them. Actually, I'm part of the group inside, and I know there is so many. So you're most welcome to initiate and be part of the, you can find the website of Unicorn Battle.
Yes, visit our website. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks. I just want to add also, thank you very much, all the everyone that actually organized this competition, and of course the judges. Actually, I spent so many efforts of like doing it in 4 minutes, like practicing, like putting it into 4 minutes. So I will really appreciate, because I see like so many experienced people here. I will really appreciate if any one of the judges would like to have a one-on-one for more, like to elaborate more, to get knowing you better, and of course to get deeper connections, because I'm sure that everyone from the judges can really help each startup. So if from my end, I really I'm asking if it's okay, if you get the details, if it's okay with you judges, just to set a one-on-one Zoom call and just to elaborate and speak a bit more and to see how we can actually do a bit more together.
Thank you. Thank you. And I would like to thank my partners of today's event, Jessica and Jennifer. Thank you for such a great event. Thank you for the startups that you invited, and let's do great things together.
Thank you. We're looking forward already to the next one.
All the best and looking for future collaboration. Greetings from Fuzzy Belgrade. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Nice evening.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Bye. Thanks a lot.